Karr and Scott, Cliff Nelson speaking.
Cliff, it's Mike.
Oh, hi, Mike. How are you?
I wanted to find out if you had a chance to talk to that friend of yours with the AP.
Yeah, I heard from him.
Well, did his story of what happened differ from Kelly's version?
Well, yeah, there were a couple points of difference. Look, could I talk to you about this in the morning?
Okay. Don't work too hard, Cliff.
Good night. Come on, Kelly, where are you? At this rate, I won't be home until 10 o'clock. Let's see.
The implication seems to be that Cliff received a different version of Kelly's story.
Well, now, wait a minute, honey. Let's not jump to conclusions, because we know that Kelly told us exactly what my brother told us.
Yeah, we thought he did.
I know that you feel he just hasn't told us everything about what happened.
Well, I've always thought it was strange the way he related what happened. There was never any variation. Almost as if he'd memorized what he wanted to say.
Yeah, that's true.
Now, people have a tendency to do that when they're being very careful about how much they want you to know.
Or if they're hiding something?
Nancy, I hope I'm wrong about this. For all we know, Cliff is just...
Over-dramatizing?
Well, he does have a tendency to do that, doesn't he? But when it comes to the practice of law, he usually keeps a level head.
Mike, that's exactly what we have to do now. We shouldn't start to doubt Kelly. I mean, I'm sure he didn't do anything wrong either here or in Rome.
I just wish the police would come up with something.
You know, it isn't really all that long ago that Elliot Dorn was killed.
No, but it's axiomatic in cases with the police like this. Either they come up with a killer within 24 hours, or it takes a very long time.
Kelly must feel as though his life is in suspension. I just wish something would happen.
Well, they still napping?
Mm-hmm. Sleeping like babies.
Very apropos.
Yeah. You know, Jamie really impressed Julia.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I could tell by the way she was speechless when, they were in the room together, up until the point where she went to sleep.
I thought that might have something to do with the fact that she doesn't know how to talk yet.
Oh, well, now that you mention it, that could be a contributing factor, but I saw her eyes light up. She does like Jamie.
Well, she's not exactly a sack of potatoes herself, and I'm sure Jamie noticed that.
Yeah. Oh, Logan, I was so looking forward to the two of them growing up together, being lifetime friends.
It is late. Maybe I ought to pack him up and head home.
No, I think you should stay a while. Wait for Draper to come home. He won't be long. I think he'd be very happy to see the two of you together.
Well, I am a proud papa, and I do like to show him off, but I think another time might be better.
Whatever you say.
After all, I don't think I want Draper to come home and discover me alone with his wife once more.
Logan.
Well, I mean, the poor guy must be thinking that I lurk around in the lobby waiting for him to leave.
Logan, that's not even funny.
No. It's not a laughing matter, is it?
No. And whatever residual jealousy Draper may have felt concerning us is gone. I believe that, and you should too.
Okay.
I mean, why? I mean, you must have noticed that change in his attitude lately. Matter of fact, I think he's coping better than I am.
That's good. That's good. It'll make it much easier for you two to find each other again.
Yeah, we are finding each other. Slowly. But surely.
Probably better now than it was before.
I hope so. But we still have quite a ways to go.
Got a ways to go myself. Probably ought to get going, too, because Geraldine's going to be waiting there to tuck in her grandson in her brand new crib that she got for him, so... Which room did you say he was in?
I'll get him.
Excuse me, ma'am. You sure I'm not intruding? I mean, I didn't mean to invite myself over here, but I spotted you in the restaurant all alone.
No, it's all right, Gavin. I'm glad for the company.
You're waiting for somebody, right?
Yes, Kelly. But he was supposed to be here 15 minutes ago.
He didn't stand you up, did he?
I have no idea. Maybe he's out somewhere. Maybe I got the times wrong.
Maybe he's out making one of his puppets and forgot all about you.
Come on, Gavin. That's not fair. You know Kelly's puppets are his livelihood.
Okay. I was just joking. He's probably caught in traffic somewhere. You want something to eat while you're waiting?
No, I prefer to wait. But you go ahead.
You sure it's all right? I'm just going to have a sandwich.
Positive.
What can I get for you, sir?
I'd like a ham and Swiss on rye with mustard and a beer, please.
Right.
Thanks. Hey, come on. Don't look like it's the end of the world. So the guy's late. It happens.
It's not Kelly.
What is it, then?
It's my sister.
Oh, that's right. You told me about that, finding her knocked out in the bathroom.
You don't know what I thought when I saw her lying there.
Well, she's okay now, isn't she?
Yes, she didn't suffer any injuries. But that's not what worries me. It's what made her fall in the first place.
I thought it was a slippery floor.
And that's what Nicole says. But I wonder if it's all that simple.
People always want complicated answers, don't they? Why can't things be simple for a change?
I wish they were.
Well, maybe it's because people are too complicated.
Like Martine, for instance.
I knew you were going to come around to that subject eventually.
Why don't you like to talk about her?
There's nothing to talk about. She's just a paying customer.
As opposed to me? A non-paying customer?
You're a student, Jody.
Yes, and I feel like a student when I see Martine dance. She's so fluid, Gavin. The way she moves, the way she holds herself.
She's a professional. She's been at it a long time.
Well, she looks pretty young to me.
Well, she started young.
In New York?
In Paris. She told me she was dancing when she was 11 years old.
Mm-hmm. So was I, but not in Paris. In a backyard in Springfield. And then when I was 12, in a gymnasium at school. Gavin, don't you feel funny seeing her again? Letting her use your studio?
Life is full of weird circumstances.
Is it only a circumstance, a coincidence?
Well, look, she's here to do some dance company, that's all.
But why here?
Why not? Paris has got plenty of companies, so does New York. A lot of places have them. Monticello doesn't have one permanent company.
But she's not from Monticello originally.
No, she's not.
Well, maybe she's here because of you.
Wrong. She didn't have any idea that I was living here. She saw my name in a phone book.
Oh, yeah, that's what she told you.
Well, I believe it. Martine didn't knock herself out keeping tabs on me. She was too busy dancing all around Europe.
But she's here, isn't she? And she's using your studio.
Her theater isn't going to be ready for a couple of months. She needs a place to work out.
Yeah, but there are other studios.
That's enough, Jody, okay? Quit trying to make something sound significant that isn't at all.
I'm sorry.
The truth is, I wish I'd never said yes. I wish she'd take her ballet slippers somewhere else.
Excuse me, are you Jody Travis?
Yes, I am.
It was a good description. Someone on the phone wants to talk to you.
Oh.
You can take it right over there.
Thank you.
Probably Kelly.
Yes, probably. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Hello?
Hi, Jody.
Kelly, where are you?
I'm in a phone booth over on William Street.
That's miles from here.
Hey, listen, I'm really sorry about breaking our date tonight, but there's nothing I can do about it. Something very important came up and I can't make it, okay?
Well, that's a shame.
Well, I just wish I was there instead of here, believe me.
Kelly, are you all right?
Sure. I couldn't be better.
Well, you sound kind of shaky.
I'm just upset about having to break our date, but we'll make it another time real soon, okay?
Sure.
Okay, look, I gotta run now. Bye.
Bye.
Think of it this way. If I hadn't come by, you would have eaten alone.
Well, I appreciate it, but you didn't have to pick up the check.
Get it. You're not making money, I am.
Please don't remind me. I have to start looking for a job. I'm not contributing anything to home.
Well, you're contributing something a little bit more than money. You're helping your sister and her husband cope.
Well, still, I wish I could do more for them.
Someday you'll pay them back when you're a famous dancer.
Oh, if that day ever comes.
Would you cut it out? You've got the world's best dancing teacher. What else do you need?
Talent.
Well, you've got that too. And freshness and vitality and all those things count for a lot. You're a better dancer than you think you are.
Well, I wonder if I'm as good as you think I am.
I've seen the potential.
Like you saw in Martine.
Why do we always have to go back to that subject?
Gavin, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Am I as good a dancer now as Martine was when you first met her?
It's not a fair comparison. She started a lot earlier than you did.
She sounds like a tough act to follow.
Don't worry about it.
Do you think I'll ever catch up? Be as good as Martine?
No. You're gonna be better.
Martine, where are you in? Oh, there you are.
Well, Luke is here.
Well, bonsoir to you too, my dear.
It's about time. I'm starved.
Yeah, I know. The reservation was for an hour ago. It couldn't be helped.
I'm having hamburgers sent up from room service.
Feed it to the pigeons, Angel. Tonight, you and I are dining in the finest restaurant Monticello has to offer.
Sounds as if one of us had a good day.
You know the Alhambra Theater I told you about? Mm-hmm. From now on, it's to be known as the Whitney.
So the deal went through?
Oh, you should have seen this old skinflint I had to deal with. He thought he was being tough as nails. I would have gone another $50,000 if necessary, though.
I never had any doubt that theater would be yours. You always manage to get what you want.
That theater is going to be ours, Angel. Before you know it, your name is going to be in lights in the marquee, and you'll be able to dance your little heart out 5 nights a week, plus matinees.
When do I make my debut?
Oh, in a month, maybe a little bit longer.
You told me I'd be on stage practically the minute we'd be here.
Well, you may be ready, Angel, but the theater is not. It hasn't been used in quite a while, and it's showing its age. I'm going to have to repaint it and lay new carpeting and probably replace those old seats.
You're going through a lot of trouble and expense, don't you?
You see all that I do for you? Most dancers spend their time waiting tables, trying to get a job in the second line of some chorus. And you sit around in a nice hotel room while your very own theater is being built for you.
Sometimes I think you treat me too well, Sky.
Oh, I spoil you rotten. We both know that. And we both know that you love it.
Oh, I can't wait to get back to work. I just can't wait.
How about some visible sign that you appreciate the effort I'm doing in your behalf?
I was planning to send you a thank you note.
A thank you note? Well, that's a novel idea.
Hey, wait!
By the way, did I tell you that I'm building an exercise room for you in the basement of the theater?
Uh-huh.
But it is not going to be ready for quite some time. Have you found a place to work out in the meantime?
I already took care of that even before you arrived in Monticello.
Well, aren't you the industrious little hoofer?
I'm a dancer, Sky.
Don't plan on seeing too much of me in the next couple of weeks. There's a lot I've got to do to get ready before opening night.
You're going through a lot of trouble. You're taking a lot of risk with this venture. You don't even know if Monticello can afford a dance troupe.
Well, that is my next little job, to increase the odds in my favor. Where's the phone book, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. I am going to call a few of my old friends, say hello, and see how they would like to become patrons of the arts.
Bonne chance.
Why, thank you.
Oh, I know how I would like to put the old fight on.
My dear old Aunt Geraldine, Miss Moneybags herself.
I didn't know you had family in Monticello.
On second thought, maybe I'll wait a while before I do that. The moment she hears my voice on the line, I'll be talking to a dial tone.
Hang up on our nephew? What kind of person is this aunt of yours?
Well, Geraldine comes from the proper side of the family. I'm one of the wild Whitneys. She never did care very much for her husband's brother. She cares even less for his son.
Every family has a black sheep. It's tradition, isn't it?
C'est la vie. What's this? Did you mark down the French restaurants in town?
Remove it, Sky. It isn't important.
Dance studios. I didn't know there'd be so many in Monticello.
Most of them are in a very out-of-the-way section of the city, you know that?
Oh, is this the one you're working at? The one that's circled here?
Yes, it's only a short cab right away.
Wiley Dance Studio? Does this have anything to do with Gavin Wiley?
He owns it. It's quite a coincidence, isn't it?
Find someplace else.
Sorry it took me so long, but I'm afraid Julia was in desperate need of changing.
You're forgiven.
This one yours?
Looks familiar. Claim check 42, one male child, red of hair.
Yeah. Looks like he's ready to call it a night.
Yeah, well, hey, Slugger. You all right? Well, you hang on there a little while. I'll have you tucked in bed.
I'd like you to do me a favor, Jamie, first chance you get.
He's waking up.
I'd like you to have a chat with your daddy here. Heart-to-heart, father-son chat.
Yeah, that's a good idea. It's about time his old man learned the facts of life.
I want you to give him a good talking to about all this nonsense he's been talking about leaving town.
But let's not go into that now, okay?
I want you to tell him how much you like Monticello. How much you want to grow up here. It's your home. Yours and his. And how much you don't want to leave all the people who love you.
You are using unfair tactics, you know that?
I have to. Someone's got to talk sense into you.
Come on, Jim.
Go on, Daddy.
There you go. Nasty Bill.
Hello.
Mrs. Scott, I hope the telephone hasn't woken Julia.
Julia's sound asleep, Molly. What is it?
I'm still at Mr. Scott's office. I'm afraid.
Well, are you having trouble finding the file? It should be there right on top of the desk.
No. Oh, it's not that, Mrs. Scott. Something dreadful has happened
Molly,
here.
what's wrong?
Well, that partner of Mr. Scott's, the young man, Mr. Nelson.
What happened to Cliff?
Oh, well, he's been stabbed.